Happy New Week. Hope you are having a wonderful moment. I'm here to just to hang here and to connect since we all know that HAP is closing and this week it's going to be the final week. And I would like to come back here for a weekly reminder to think better, feel better, being better for conscious creation with the mind body makeover cards by using as a normal schedule. But before doing so, I just wanted to come here and to connect, um, to see and to check if it's connecting to. Oh, okay. So now broadcasting to YouTube. How about Twitter? I'm just curious. Oh, good. So now back into a Twitter live. Yay. So, where we are going to move HAPS community. It's been a wonderful journey since the Periscope was closing and a little bit over a year for me being inactive as an HAPS broadcaster. And I had so much fun with you. And I truly appreciate your support and award participation, co-creation of the energy circle. So here is a spring energy circle that we are co-creating, and I am personally sending energy every day as my morning healing practice for as an yes, actually. Hi Ash. I am thinking about that. Considering to do something broadcasting over Twitter, and not sure about the other community. And what was the name of that? Some platform is open for the iPhone, iOS, so which is quite inconvenient for me until I use the iOS. So I like to come and email. I like to come and figure it out there in this week, preparing for that, getting you guys where you guys gonna go and what would be the other alternative. So let me know if you have any. Yeah, I know. I checked that. I wanted to check that YouTube and then Twitter live today. So just at the very last minute was not walking entire last week, and then it seems like it's back here again and then closing. So yeah, it's good to discuss about where would be the good place. I studied a little bit of research by myself, the other platforms, um, and I may want to use as like a Monday reminder with the personal power reminder with the energy scan as a regular weekly scheduled one through Twitter, since that there's a mini joiner from the Twitter, since the Periscope community carrying over kind of ongoing. So that might be good to use for Monday. Third party apps called Prism. Yeah, I heard that. Diane told me, and I haven't. I She said I heard her saying that is convenient for YouTube Live. Prism is great. I use it to Prism. Oh, okay, cool. So that might be the place to simultaneous broadcast. And I kind of have an hesitation going to TikTok because I feel like I know there's so many audience out there, but kind of young crowd for me, I guess. So yeah, Prism. I think I wanna go download the Prism to check it out. And I'm quite unsure about the Twitch too. Sometimes that the platform programming system is connected to your brain. My brain is kind of not so clicking to Instagram either. It's always like I got to figure that out. You know what I mean? Sometimes there isn't that resonance easy without any effort, but some platforms are like not so much good chemistry to natural thinking. Yeah, definitely we keep doing for Twitter for Monday reminder thing. I know. I connected the Twitch because of the apps about a month ago or so. And then Sweepy Leslie, is the only one person I connected. She's supporting me going everywhere as like a family. And then Mel, also you too, for a long time. Thank you. Um, so yeah, but I think over the weekend it's kind of a little emotional, like, oh, okay, it's happening. And then yesterday, energy shifted, and then I was like, okay, it's great because needed a change. And then this way that we like kicked our butt to do something because ending it's like a moving, right? 2 week notice, excellent, because most of the things can be figured out within 2 weeks. That's a magic number. So we got the 2 weeks notice and got to do something. It's like very good focus, and then figured it out. And one door closed, and then the other opens. So magical space that we can co-create, definitely. Yeah. Yes, my username same as an army max. I'm gonna type that. Ami Ami Max Joy for Twitter. YouTube is kind of different. Instagram and Twitch. Thank you, Ash. Twitter Space has a speaking chat to for up to 10 people. It's a talk, right? So perhaps that what's the trend for this streaming? Like I don't know. It's when we are encouraged to move something new, and then we really like reviewing what we've been having. Same for the Periscope, and then pretty much about everywhere. So what we are having here with HAPS is a simultaneous broadcasting, which is beneficial to connect to the people's convenient platforms. But basically, we are engaging through the apps and able to live communicate with a Twitter joiner. Oh no, but some from YouTube and then other platforms. So it's hard to say. Yeah, I know when we become familiar with something and then just like move into the new, location or the layout or the space or the neighbors and all these aspects. So we get to figure out what we would like to really carrying over the intention and quality. Definitely that I really like to have the community supportive and encouraging and just like family, and which was quite rare experience for me personally through this live streaming platforms like Periscope and then others, maybe because it's the mature aware participant was there on the apps, or so that is very rare. Or maybe the backyard was working so hard to ban all this unwitting participant, like community awareness. The operation was really working for apps. That is rare to get it, I suppose. Restream to multiboard. Yeah, I heard the restream. I went check that. How many? Right. Yeah. What's the difference between Restream and Prism? Then the two things that we like to carry with what we've been doing, and then also like to connect with new people means like opportunity to connect with like-minded through a new space or activity. Um, that's also another thing. Hmm. You to do stuff like others up with you, but there's okay. So basically, we need to do that legwork, like I do, and then connect and promote, and support one another to, or to do something to draw some traffic from somewhere, and then that, what is that? TikTok and then other these platforms might be the way to draw attention to pull in. I mean, this space is getting changing, isn't it? We are changing. You need a computer for restream, but Prism you can do on your phone. Okay, so that's another thing that, yeah, talking about the convenient with the phone, or also need a PC. I know. TikTok, I was talking to my friend too. They're in past up to here so far. So many like beta test or the small ideal, platforms, and put effort on it and then disappear. That's fine because we're all growing. But and then like TikTok is growing and too many features. Somehow that new generation, and then also the TikTok, and what's the other one? Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat was the first to start in the story kind of things, and then now into many stories. And I kind of lost the crew for that system. That people started to do the Snapchat things and then disappearing, and then create the content and stuff. It's like, oh, just it was too much for me. And I'm in the same camp. I'm absolutely very similar, Ash. The Snap, just take a picture. They have a very nice features, like a facials and filters and stuff, and I like that. I just take a picture or the GIF videos and then just enjoying it. So, but not the connecting as in a community or. I know, I know exactly. So, um, new generations, and then I mean that's good because we started to have a choice more, and that makes us choose harder because more abundance of choice. And then the restriction, especially some countries are invading, and then the media started to show all this actuality from all the regions, and you know so much things are changing at the moment. So we are living in a magical point of shift and transformation. Yeah, and so it's very important to know what we would like to have. Focus is like, what's the ideal? Like, my ideal would be to keep connecting as we've been doing and keep supporting. I like to see sunset in Australia's, and full moon from Australia's, and that kind of thing. And then also I like to hear the birds in Tennessee as I've been connected through the Haps family, and where we can get these things inconvenient in a new way. And then also I like to get going with the Monday mind muscle exercise by reminding and energy scanning, and that's something that I would my priority is not higher to get paid for that, but just to build a community with like-minded, and when we need something, do some connect with the energies and support one another in the way that we can, and sharing, and to some wisdoms that I like to share about the energies and so forth. And then I know that it's not for everyone. So, kind of find some space that, to You know what I mean? If it's the singing or art, then it could be easier, perhaps, to find the venue or space that it is a change, but still not sure for the community where we will be. Right, yeah, me too. So I guess that we are the community, right? So we are the community, and somehow get going with that energy and finding the technology that support us, and at the same time that technology allow that like-minded to join, so then we can grow and exchange. I mean, it's the something it's not growing is unhealthy, because we are growing, and as long as we are living, it's the healthy way of including the change. So use that energy for the change to grow, not just stay still, but just to being open to that. And then there is a risk too, so we got to figure out and overcoming. Yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, this end, and then just we just close the door and then get going with the familia. That's unhealthy. That's important, but I think 80-20 balance applies here too. Like 80% it makes us feel familiar and feel safe to be surrounded by a familiar environment. That But 20% we want to be open to the new things, to keep growing and changing. Yeah, so where would that be? That's the question. And then when we are clear about what we want to be aligning, and then perhaps the synchronicity is gonna come. Or is there anyone, you know um some technologists may be developing, but um I think I want to stay somehow in public, because the closed community, that's one way to deepening uh, uh, connectedness. That's one thing as a group. But I like to find a public space to gather our group as an circle, and then always open to whom bumped into or drawn to, as being open to the synchronistic connection. So from that point of view, we like to keep that presence in a publicly accessible accessible form. That's, I think, I do care about. The private is a private, but in case of me, it's like private and then paid for the private, and then being charged to learn something and build something like a private party things. Yeah, so where would that be? And then YouTube, maybe the drawing traffic, then the hashtag, perhaps. I'm quite unsure. Maybe we share the same hashtag or something, and then everywhere we go and broadcast, and then that hashtag can be that sign to connect or something, wherever the platform that we are. Mm. So I'm quite unsure about the hashtag benefit in an effective way, but maybe this is a good opportunity to do that. Um, so then keep the same hashtag, and then if you go live on Twitter or YouTube or other publicly open platform and accessible, right? Yeah, it's like and decide that key hashtag, and then we're not gonna lose that contact, and even can go with replay. Yeah. As long as we can follow that hashtag though. Quite unsure how it will work. But I guess we need to become aware of that particular hashtag to do that. And then I think that it's quite hard to stay at one platform. No wonder that there's a simultaneous broadcasting platforms or the programs available as apps to simultaneous casting. Um, because that's the stage of development of the individual community connecting on the new trend. So I guess spending one thing at one place at the moment is not so reliable, you know. So to be preparing for upcoming changes, we are still on the stage to hear, and then what would be the good beneficial way for you, for me, to do, and then be able to stay connected and growing. Oh, you're driving. That's okay. Thank you, Mel. Something that it's the theme without it being used too much. Right, right. And so then that gives us an freedom, and then still connected as long as we're using the tagline. Just like in the in-person gathering, for example, like a visualizing that, hey, I'm gonna go to this cafe today, or I'm at this cafe, come join me. And then you go there, right? If it's convenient. Um, and then the next week, it doesn't need to be the same cafe to do that, right? If it's in person. But if it's convenient to gather together like 20 people in particular cafe, and then that could become a dominant place to hang with people, and then that's okay too, but that doesn't mean that you need to stay there every time you go. So I think the same thing could happen to the online community. Yeah, and then how are you gonna use that to create the new system? Like people create the system, like not the technology. Technology is supposed to support the community, and community not the support technology. We do that both side, but now I think we are the community. So using the technology for serving our purpose, and I think there is an possibility using that hashtag coffee meetup. Yeah, that's a good one, Ash. Actually, yeah, and yeah, and then but still, the issue would be that how many of us can join as a live chat like here we are doing. But for the last several months, Haps was also having a hard time getting that live notification in case of on my end. So I stopped receiving the notification for the people who went live. So mostly I was unable to join. But used to be there was a notification, so be able to join. But I think it's depending on the how you're gonna run, and then some people hang and then chat with many people, catch up, and then that kind of life, or some are doing the nature with the site, and some are like me just talking and connect and read, and energy exchange and exercise together. So it's about what you are intending with that platform and with the community. So yeah. So it's good to have the power to choose to have the notification or to not to have the notification. But expecting it, not getting, is kind of hard. It's very difficult, the technical part. But yeah. Well, so I'm going to check the Restream and Prism this week to figure that out, as you guys are suggesting. And I don't think hashtags are not. We got to go and then check the hashtag. But I think that if you follow that person on that platform, let's say like it's hard. Someone go live. No, it's hard. So the live notification is the yeah, good way to find that notification. Yeah, so at least we can use the hashtag wherever we go. So then at least we can search after half close on the 5th. That's one idea to stay connected at this changing period, though. Yes. So do we want to use this as an coffee meetup? What would be the good hashtag? Maybe we wanna discuss about, think about that idea. I think I'm going to close here for a while and come back with weekly reminder to think better, the personal power reminder, and an energy scan within like 10 minutes or so. Okay, so for now, bye. Thank you, Ash. Nice connecting with you. Let's keep connected. Okay, so I come back in within a half an hour. All right. Bye.